friends, I am here with, this is my second Chop and Chat that I'm filming, but I think it'll probably be the first one you guys see because I wanted to do some Christmassy questions. Got my Christmassy background, I got my Christmassy shirt. I'm actually filming this on Thanksgiving because I'm bored trying to kill time before we go to my in-laws' house. But in the other Chop and Chat that you guys will see in the future, I did 3 of my 9 drawers of wax. So I have 3 more of the drawers here to do. They're significantly less in these 3 drawers, which is fine because I actually have less time to film. But we will go through what I have here. The 3 drawers that I'm going through are like my general bakery and my fruity bakery drawers. So there was like one thing in there that was so cute from Birdie's Making Sense. So I decided to not cut it right now because I want to keep it in its shape because it looks like pancakes and that's just too cute. So the first thing is the first thing I'm going to do is probably microwave a couple of things. We have this loaf that was gifted to me from my friend Kirsten. Her and her husband own a wax shop called Fantasy Wax Melts. They don't actually currently offer full loaves, but I went to Texas where they live to visit, and they are just real sweet, and they gifted this to me. Also going to microwave this little souffle from Britta's, which is in Morning Crunch, which is Captain Crunch Berries and Crunch Berry Crisp. It's cute and layered. I'll show you that then we get to it. But yeah, I think these are the ones I'm gonna microwave right now. Okay, so we have these cuties. I'll put them here. Hopefully you guys can see everything okay. I film on my phone and you can't film on front facing camera and then put it into the editing software that we use. My fiance edits my videos for me and it just doesn't work out. So I like did a little test shot and I think this is okay. But yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna, I hate the feeling of scratching wax and getting it in your nails. The first thing I'm gonna chop up is this loaf from Fantasy Wax. This is in Reagan's favorite, which for each one of their families, like members, there's the like mom and dad and then their 2 kids. For their birth month, they each picked like an exclusive scent. And this was their daughter Reagan's scent. It's like a lemon pound cake. Super yummy. It's cutting pretty good. It's crumbling still a little because it is 100% soy. I believe that has something to do with it, but because it's a little crumbly, I think this one I might actually be popping back in the tin, which is not something I typically do. I usually just throw them away, but we're gonna keep her in her tin, I think. Yeah. It's so good. I literally cannot wait to melt that. I have a couple of the Scent Shop cups in this scent as well. Well, let me tell you, I ain't mad about having an entire loaf of that bad boy. So the next one I have is this souffle here from Britta's. It's like mint green, like light blue and lavender. It's really pretty. It's a super nice cereal scent. I've only ever really been able to place an order with Britta's once. I feel like her order, like, I don't know, I just always miss her restocks or something. I don't really know. But I have really liked what I have gotten from her. However, the one time I did get to order, I feel like somehow I only got cereal scents. I mean, she's really good at them. This one's in Crunch Berry, which isn't like my favorite cereal scent. I prefer Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops to Crunch Berry cereal scent. I mean, I prefer to eat Crunch Berries, but yeah. Anywho, I do have these questions here. So I do have some Christmas questions. And the first one I'm going to answer is how do you celebrate Christmas? This is something that has changed a lot in my life. As like a kid, my parents were divorced, I'm gonna chop this egg from the Bathing Garden and pistachio almond pudding. But as a child, we would wake up Christmas Eve we would spend with my dad's family. We'd go over to one of my cousin's houses and just like do Christmas with like his family on Christmas Eve. And then we'd go to my dad's house on Christmas Eve and wake up Christmas morning with him. And then around like noon, my mom would pick me up. It was like so fun, Christmas as a child, with like how we did it. And then my mom would take us to like my cousin's house on her side, and we would do Christmas with my mom's family and like have dinner there. And then we would go usually around like 5 or 6 o'clock. We'd go back to my mom's house and do Christmas with my mom. So it really like made the Christmas celebration last all day long, which was really, really fun as a child, just getting to experience the magic all day rather than just in the morning. This is a chunk from L3 and coconut cream pie crust, pie crust, coconut shortbread cookie. It's a really yummy bakery coconut. And then, as an adult, until my mom passed away, it was kind of the same thing that I would do, except for I'd sleep at my own house and just go to my dad's in the morning, so on and so forth. But now that she is gone, it's just kind of like, and also has like, it depends on like my partner. I've had like a couple of serious relationships, but now like with my fiance, we wake up on Christmas together. We do Christmas like together. And then we go over to my dad's house, like first thing after we're done with that, and have breakfast with my dad and do like Christmas presents with him. And then I'm gonna go with like what we'll probably do this year and what we did in 2019. We didn't do it last year because the pandemic was so bad and it was prior to the vaccine. This one is another chunk from L3 and sugared shortbread coconut and coconut shortbread cookies. This is literally like the same scent. Smells exactly the same. But we will go to my dad's house and then we'll leave my dad's house at like 1 and go over to one of my cousin's houses. Also Christmas Eve, we'll do Christmas Eve with my dad's family. Then we'll go to my cousin's house and then we won't eat dinner there. We'll just visit for a few hours, and then in the like early evening, we'll head over to Chris's mom's house and do dinner with Chris's mom and brother. Chris doesn't really have an extended family. He has a couple of aunts and uncles that he doesn't really speak to, or they don't live here, so there's that. And his dad lives over an hour away, so he never sees his dad on actual Christmas. They usually do something the following week or something like that. I have this pie here from Broadway Wax and We Thank You Very Sweetly, which is strawberry pound cake, blueberry sugar, and BMC. I don't know if I'm going to like this one because I don't love BMC, but I decided I was going to be brave and give it a shot. So I'm going to cut this up. But yeah, so we'll do that with Chris's family, and then a few weeks after that usually is when we'll drive up to go see his dad. Ugh, this wax is like the perfect texture. It's soft enough to cut through, but it doesn't like get stuck on your cutter. Also, this cutter's from Amazon. Like, I don't super recommend it because it's not like long enough to cut across a loaf, which makes loaf cutting annoying. How are you spending this Christmas? Like I just told you, that is probably the plan. My cousin's doing Thanksgiving, so I know that they're going to be doing the family holidays again. I just don't spend Thanksgiving with my dad's family. I don't like Thanksgiving, so that's just one that we spend with Chris's family. We spend more of Christmas with my family because he likes Thanksgiving and I like Christmas. Am I good at buying gifts for others? Yes, I am very good at buying gifts because, like, it's not that Chris is bad at it, like, but he's very much so, like, he'll get somebody a gift card, and that's just not my vibe. Like, I want to get somebody something that, like, makes them know that, like, I thought of them. The next one I have here is from Teddy B's and the Queen's Dowry. Strawberry pound cake, Bath & Body Works type, toasted marshmallow and pecan waffles. It smells really good. The top smells really strawberry pound cake, and then the bottom smells really like a pumpkin pecan waffle. Their wax is also really nice to cut through. Any hoozy. Next question is, what's my most memorable Christmas memory? I have one that sticks out right away. I don't even have to think about it. It was the year that the Wii came out. It was like the hot ticketed item. And my dad was like a single dad, and he had told us like he would get it for us. Like we asked for it, he said yeah. He didn't realize, I don't think, at the time of agreeing to get it for us, how difficult it was going to be to come by. And like knowing now, like as an adult, how many like Walmarts, Targets, Best Buys he like stood outside in line in front of breaks my heart. But he was gonna make that happen for me and my sister. So it was Christmas morning, and like he had told us like it's really hard to get, like I don't want you to be disappointed if you don't get it. And we were both like, okay, like that's fine, whatever. Let me grab a couple more waxies. Okay. This is one bunch from L3 in Accio the Burrow, which is French vanilla lace, fresh baked cinnamon roll with extra brown sugar and vanilla frosting. It's like a cinnamon roll scent. I have these buns in Jay's jelly glazed donuts and blueberry muffin. I'm gonna cut those while I finish this question. So we woke up that morning, whatever, went down, opened all of our presents. We were spoiled rotten as usual. And then like, whatever, that was it. And we didn't get the Wii. Neither of us were like sad about it. And then my dad was like, okay, I'm gonna go like start making breakfast. If you guys wanna like watch a Christmas movie, turn on the TV. And like didn't really think anything of it, so we turned on the TV, and it was like the home screen of the Wii. He had gotten it for us, but he had already hooked it up and like hid it behind the TV so that we wouldn't see it. And it was just really cute and really magical. So that was definitely like my best Christmas memory that I can think of. How did I spend last Christmas? Well, let me tell you. So last Christmas, the weekend to be, I think Christmas was like on a Wednesday or a Thursday. And the weekend prior, one of my best friends came over. We hadn't seen each other in a really long time. So she came over so we could do Christmas together. We hung out, yada, yada. Literally 2 days later, her husband tested positive for COVID. And then 2 days after that, she tested positive for COVID. And we were obviously in very close proximity. She was at my house. We like were hanging out, just chilling on the couch, chatting, hanging out. So was really scared. On Christmas Eve, I have strawberry kolaches from L3 here. I have a Aladdin Abu Banana from Salem Soy Co. Got this in a D-stash. And I have Best of Wives and Best of Women from Broadway, and lemon sugar cake, sweet cherry frosting, and whipped cream. I'm gonna chop these. But yeah, so she had come over, and so we had like a very close, oh my god, it smells so good. When I first got that, I only smelled the strawberry, but I really smell the bakery in it now. So because we had that exposure, we needed to get tested. So we went to urgent care on Christmas Eve. We got there about 30 minutes before it opened. And I live in New York, so it's a cold climate in the winter. But we stood outside the building in line for 30 minutes before it opened. Got in to get rapid tested, which both of our rapid tests came back negative, but the rapid test they were saying is only like 80% accurate, so they were gonna still do like the other one, I don't know the technical name, that like, you have to send out. And so I called my dad and I told him like the situation, and I was like, the ball's in your court, what you would prefer. My sister was going over there, and she had already said that she wanted me to still come. I'm like, but I don't want, like, it's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm like, we don't have any symptoms, and we were like 1 day away from like when you should show symptoms by. And I'm like, so long as we don't have symptoms by tomorrow, like, I don't think we will have it. And my dad was just like, yeah, I want to see you, like, it's important to me, yada yada. As long as your rapid test is negative, then I still want you to come. So I was like, okay, that's fine. However, Chris's mom is very immunocompromised. So Chris did not feel comfortable going over there and potentially, by like the minuscule chance we were positive, giving it to her. So we just did Christmas at my dad's house. We actually had dinner with him, which was nice because I don't think I've ever, since like in my memory, so since my parents got divorced when I was like 4 or 5, I don't have any memories of Christmas with them together. I've never had Christmas dinner with my dad. So he like made lobster. It was really fun. So we did that, and then like I think Christmas was on a Thursday. And then that Sunday morning we got our results back from like the other tests that we were negative. And so literally that same day we went over to Chris's mom's and did Christmas with her. It smells really yummy. I like the cherry in this. On Christmas Eve, what do you leave out for Santa? Cookies and milk, of course. And carrots for the reindeer. You gotta. Like, hello? It's just how you do. Okay, that's cute. What's my favorite Christmas movie? This has become almost like a meme. So, one of my favorite Christmas movies, I have a couple, is Annabelle's Wish. And it's like this movie about this boy who was in a fire and basically like has PTSD from the fire, and because of that he won't talk. They like say like Billy lost his voice in the fire. So he like basically like becomes friends with this cute little cow named Annabelle, and it's just about like their journey together as bestie pals and him getting like through his fear and stuff. It's just a really cute movie, and the cow was really cute, and everything about it was really cute. But I posted about it on my Instagram, and everybody was like, oh my god, this is like bringing back a memory I forgot I had. And I'm just like, yeah, it's a good one. What can I say? Okay, I'm gonna chop up banana cream pie from Salt Mountain Melts next. But yeah, so I really like that movie. Obviously, Home Alone, banger. The Polar Express is probably my #1 favorite Christmas movie. And then there's another wild card movie. I really like the animated Barbie and the Nutcracker. It's just one that like me and my dad always watched together when I was a child, so it's just very nostalgic. I actually found it a couple years back like at a Best Buy for like $4, and I bought it for my dad as a Christmas present. I was like, okay, you opened it, now we gotta watch it together. So it's always a good one. And then like starting like Black Friday, like until Christmas, when I'm working, I have like an Etsy shop. While I'm working on orders, I always just play like the shitty Christmas movies that all have the same storyline, pretty much all have the same actors, and they're just real cheesy. It's just a fun time. I'm gonna go microwave a couple of things. I have this loaf here from Ava's Country Cupboard and strawberry cheesecake stuffed waffle cone. Oh, so good. I do think her loaves are quite expensive though. Like this loaf was like more expensive than a loaf from L3, which is like more wax. So that's just my thoughts on that. And then I have cherry almond cupcake from L3. Amazing. They have this like planchette from Britta's. This is another cereal scent. Yep, it's got Fruity Pebbles, lemon meringue, and cotton candy frosting. I like microwaving hers because they're layers, and if you don't, layers usually separate. So I'm gonna go microwave these bad boys. We'll start with the bigger loaf. I usually cut these upside down, but because of the embed on top, it's gonna be a little hard, so we will not be. What's my favorite Christmas song? So like I'm obsessed with Christmas, like love it, think it's like the greatest shit ever. But where that obsession dies is the Christmas music. I don't really like Christmas music. I'm not like big on music, like a big music buff in general. But I'd say my favorite song, like one that I actually like have on my phone and would choose to listen to, is the song in Polar Express that like the little girl and then like the like blonde boy sing together. What is it called? That's How Christmas Should Be or something, I think is how it's called. And I'm just like a really big fan of that one. And then there's like the really sad song called Christmas Shoes. I like that one, but like not a big fan of the rest. Sorry, Mariah Carey. What do I eat on Thanksgiving Day? Ooh. I'm not like big into any of these like meals that you have on big holidays because I don't really like meat. I'm not a vegetarian because I love chicken nuggets and I don't want to give those up. But I don't eat ham. I don't eat turkey. I don't eat like chicken breast. Like none of that is really going to happen. Like I said, last year my dad made crab legs, which was delish. And like growing up, my mom, like once we would like go back to her house to like open gifts with her, she was like the appetizer queen of like life. So we would have like chicken wing dip, like stuff like that, like snacky stuff. So to me, that's more what I like on Christmas, is like to just chill, relax, play games, and like eat like snacks, like chicken wing dip, cheese and crackers, spinach artichoke dip, you name it. All that like kind of yummy stuff is way more enticing to me than like a big fancy meal, because that's just not my vibe. Do I have any Christmas Eve traditions? I went over this. Usually we will go over to one of my cousins on my dad's side. Last time we did it though, like the year before the pandemic, my grandma actually fell down, like she had like almost like a sunken living room. There's like a couple of steps to get from the kitchen into the living room, and my grandma fell and broke her hip. So that was like not a good time. And we have not had Christmas Eve there, I don't think, since. Do you wear like Christmas pajamas? Yes, me and Chris get matching Christmas pajamas every year, and then my dad also always buys me a pair of Christmas pajamas. Got quite the collection. Okay, we got 2 more things to cut. I have this Bitty Betty and Annabelle. And this is banana nut bread, cream cheese frosting, and golden grams. It's a really good scent. I love the golden gram aspect to it. So I'm not going to bother cutting or microwaving either of these other 2. Make my life more tricky, I guess. Okay. So do I use a real tree or a fake tree? Fake tree. This like big one behind me is black, and then I have another one. I don't know if you can see it. It's white. The white one's my fun tree. It has like all my Harry Potter ornaments on it, and the black one's my pretty tree. And then like around this corner, I have 2 mini trees, and one of them is gold and one of them is black. I'm not into traditional colors, so yeah. Do I use advent calendars? Like not like a chocolate one, no, but I do have 2 wax advent calendars this year. I got the L3 Waxy Wonders Advent, and then I'm still waiting for it to come in the mail because the post office is just playing me. I have one coming from Fantasy Wax Melts, and then like I created a advent calendar for my wax melt or for my sticker shop, which is fun. This is from Cellar Door Products. I've never purchased from them. I got this in a D-stash, and this is in Homey, which is vanilla cake donut filled with strawberry jam, topped with strawberry milkshake frosting and sprinkles. Last time I had one of these, I could not get it out of the tin, and I just had to cut it. It's feeling that way again, so I'm going to get the big man knife. Got my pretty knife here, and we're just going to do one of these. Not playing that game. I'm not fighting with the tin. I don't ever use those giant knives because I don't really eat meat, so that is that. Yeah, so advent calendars, hell yeah. What's my favorite thing about Christmas? Just like the feeling you get when it's like Christmas time. Just like, I swear to you, if I'm having a bad day, I will come out into the living room and just lay in front of my Christmas tree. And my fiance, Chris, will look at me and be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll be like, I'm literally just absorbing the joy because I'm not feeling joyful. And I just need to take it all in. Like, it's just like the joy it brings. It's just happiness, and I love gift giving. Like, I came up with a really good idea of what I want to get Chris for Christmas. I've been like asking some of my friends if they think it's like a good idea, and they're all like, oh my god, hell yeah. And just like the look on people's faces when you give them something that like really like fits them and like is something they're really into. And it's like something unique. Like, I love buying stuff for people off of Etsy because the items are like more unique than like what you would find at Target. And yeah, so that is it for my Holly Jolly shop and chat. If you want to do this shop and chat, please do a holiday shop and chat. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to hear myself back. I'm not gonna watch this since I don't edit my own videos. So I'm not really gonna be able to list the questions because I used random ones from this list. But yeah, do a holiday shop and chat. Let me know. And yeah, if you guys like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out the channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.